Dude, our intro hits fucking hard. It feels like that Jonathan Davis from Korn is about to fucking literally just like unleash some hellacious just killing some shit.
I do like it. I do like that intro.
Gotta get him hyped, man.
Man.
We do.
What is up, guys? It is October 2nd. It is fiance's birthday. Apparently, some new wrestling shows on tonight that a lot of people are watching.
I've heard of that.
That is all I really know. And we got a special guest from the Flip. I can't find it.
Yeah.
How you doing, guys? John Z visiting from the flip side. You got McClay the other week, so they decided to loan me out. Good to see you guys. Good to see you hang out with Trey and Sean again, and Doc Joe and Keith. Awesome to see you.
Those guys are Doc Joe and Keith are the stars. Look at that Look at that fucking baby blue. Fucking that's that Pima cotton that Joe got on. That's that good. That's that good white people cotton that you get at Dillard's and shit. Look at
that's the clearance rack at the outlet mall.
He's a lie. He's a doctor.
Dude, speaking of that,
mall clearance.
They got your sister store put up quickly on Expressway. Holy smoke!
Oh, yeah, that opened up on Monday.
Yeah,
that is the busiest intersection in Oklahoma.
It is. You can't. That's where
a lot of land cost him a fortune.
That's what sucks about my location. I can't get anywhere fast. To get to any part of Oklahoma City, it takes.
You're right there on the expressway.
Yeah, but how many lights are on the expressway, and how busy the expressway? 24. Anyway, I'm sure everyone's really excited to hear about traffic problems in Oklahoma City.
That's what.
How was the weekend trip to Indianapolis, fellas?
Well, it was fun. I mean, let's just say my whole section knew who the fuck Big Wig was after that game was over, because they knew before the game started, and they really knew by the time that was over. If you go in the visitors' end zone, there ends up being a lot of Raider fans out there, and then a lot of unprepared elderly Indianapolis Colts fans in your section that do not like the volume of some of the Raiders yells and stuff like that. And there's absolutely zero possibility of getting me to stop the entire game. So anyway, I mean,
there's zero chance I could be. I couldn't go to a Dallas Cowboy game with Sean if they played the Raiders, especially if he's had about 4 drinks. No chance.
Or
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like,
fourth is breakfast, man.
Yeah, that's like before the pre-party.
When he sent us a video of literally him hanging outside of the hotel, you could tell it was gray outside, so the sun hadn't been up 15 minutes. Sean's been drinking all night, you could tell. He puts his jersey on, and he just sticks his head out of the fucking window like Harry, and from the Bigfoot from Harry and the Hendersons, just sticks his head out of the fucking hotel and just goes about 3 times. And the video, I wanted to watch them with a video just to see the people start yelling and sticking their heads out the windows.
Oh, it was good. And no, it wasn't my 4th drink. It was my 4th day.
Oh,
Sunday morning reactivation. I don't. Whatever time John left. So
you have to watch the football game though. It looked like it was a good. I mean, Raiders jumped out on them early, and the Colts made a little bit of a comeback. What it looked like.
It did look good. It did look good. At this point, considering everything, I'll take 2 and 2, especially being on the road for back-to-back 10 a.m. games, and then next week playing 10 a.m. again, but in London as a home game. So yeah, I don't know how that counts. So we're on the road for literally 2 months with basically all East Coast games, so that really sucks. But I got to see my buddies. I got some Skeletor's Funko cereals, from my buddy. That was his gift to me. One's a SDCC special, and I knew the other one didn't eat it. Yeah, and I didn't eat it, but I don't know if I'm supposed to eat it or get the toy inside because there's toys in it, or keep them sealed or what. So I don't really know what to do because there's little Skeletor toys. So I'm not quite sure. Maybe stuff it with socks or something after I eat some shit. Because SDCC wasn't that long ago. I'm sure the cereal's still good. And then
oh, absolutely.
I threw some other Masters of the Universe action picture, kind of action figure stuff up there. But anyway, so that was a lot of fun. John came out, got to meet my best friends from childhood, and we had a little fun.
I was by far the smallest guy in the crew.
Damn.
And I'm not a small guy, so
no. Well,
who was the guy in the fucking Bills jersey though?
My buddy Jeff. The two guys, they moved out. He moved out to Indiana about 8 I don't know, call it 8 years ago. And then my other buddy kind of came out to work with him about a year or two after that. And so the guy in the Bills. So there's childhood friends. They've been in school since kindergarten. I moved to Southern California in 6th grade, and so I've literally had class with those guys since sixth grade. And so I'm the new guy still, and I've known him for 30 years. Wow. It's a funny, but yeah. So, but that's cool. So it was a good time to see my buddies. We do what we can to meet up in like Vegas, or they still have family here in Southern Cal. So, but it was really good. So John got to come hang with the boys, and we got to play some pinball and video games, and have a few cocktails, and it was a
I survived. My liver is still functioning. It's a good day.
Mine somehow is. But the best is, so John gets there, and so I on my iPhone I shared location with him, and I missed his text of like, where are you? He walked into the closest bar to my hotel, and I was sitting there like the front seat. And he's like, I should have known.
He's like, where the bar?
I should have known. Well,
we're one of the four busiest districts of bars in the city. Yeah. Like, what's the shittiest bar I can find? That one.
The shittiest one. It was by far the shittiest I saw. I mean, yeah,
Sean,
Saturday night. It's like, you know what I mean? It was like Saturday night. It was like 6-7 o'clock, whatever time it was. I don't know. Some was still.
This is Indiana for you, though. We drank him, I, and another guy, and Sean drinking for 3 hours, and with a tip, it was $70.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Damn,
Jesus,
glorious.
What?
Yeah, that's a good deal. Indiana is cheap.
That's unheard of.
You can make it expensive, but it's cheap.
It was amazing.
We did do the what's it called? What's the place we eat our steaks at?
Oh, you did St. Elmo's.
Yeah, St. Elmo's. So we had the place where we would go for Indiana Comic-Con, or went last year anyway, and I guess they went the year before. So I did. My buddy, because he'd flown out to Vegas for my 40th, and last year, and he turned 40 about 5 months ago, and so I was like, hey, so as a reciprocation, we'll have a nice giant steak, and the cherry.
You almost wooed me to come out with that, and I'm like, oh god, thank God I didn't.
See, I'm just saying. Yeah, I would have. Yeah, you might miss work.
Maybe you should tell them how many nights of boarding did you pay for, and how many nights did you stay?
It was. I don't know, less than I paid for. Let's put it that way. It was just it, but I made my plane. That's the important thing. The important thing is I made my plane, and I got home, and I'm safe. And I started doing sober October. That lasted until an hour ago, and because I needed some wine with dinner, because I had a headache, because that's what happens to some of us.
It's called withdrawal, dude.
Yeah, that's
well, you made a day. That's pretty good. Day and a half.
Oh yeah, no. On Monday. Well, it depends what time. Yeah, I guess Monday. I don't know. You go to bed after midnight. Does it count or not? I don't know.
Made about a day.
Anyway. So I mean, that
over and under.
I'm sure more shit will come up about the weekend, but maybe we talk about some comics so people who don't give a shit what I did last weekend can hear about it. But it was fun. It was good watching the Raiders win. I only peed in one trash can at the game. And
what? Why did you pee in a trash can? This place is great,
dude. It was there was a line, and it was
all right.
And it
you
was
couldn't find a sink.
It was the trash can in the bathroom.
All right, fair enough.
Oh my gosh.
Well, those weren't ready. Those weren't ready for Raiders fans.
Goddamn Raiders fans.
Hey man,
can't fucking have them anywhere.
You know what happens when you book us. You know what I mean? You know what happens when you book us. So
what's new in comics? Anything?
Dude, all I know is the first comic I've been excited about in a really long time was this Boland Joker variant that I believe Jimmy's site talked about it and Sean let us know about it not too far after. I think that book has potential. I don't know how many copies that's the whole thing is it kind of snuck past there.
Hey, pull it up.
The initial story was that it was going to be just for stores that followed up and destroyed the Superman recall and was it Supergirl recall or was the other book?
Yeah,
Superman and Supergirl. Yeah.
But then they said they were going to give one to everybody, and then more to the people that did what they were supposed to. Or
that's
so it was. I didn't say. Well, we're not going to know the totals until people tell us. But it'll be.
Well, here's the deal. Here's what I heard. I heard that if you sent an affidavit showing that you destroyed your copies, you could order one of these for every copy of Superman.
One of them.
Superman
Yeah, it was
book?
one of them.
Yeah, I think it was a Superman.
However many copies of Superman you ordered, you could get a copy of this. But how many people signed an affidavit and sent it in after they said they destroyed those?
Probably not a lot, but there was one guy that had.
Yeah, that's the comic store in Colorado.
9 copies is what you started off with, right?
Yeah.
So you got some super honest stores in Colorado, Keith.
Yeah, I actually saw the video of them. They posted on their Facebook destroying all the copies.
Oh,
Actually, most of the stores over here did that. So I would suspect a lot of the stores here are going to get that.
Now, granted, this is a little bit different situation, but the J. Scott Campbell Deadpool Wolverine variant that goes for $6, $7, $8 was also the exact same scenario. If people remember, it had something to do with Blackest Night.
Yeah,
but it wasn't a recall. It's just how many did you send back?
But if you remember, though, but it was a DC title.
Did everybody get one per store?
Marvel, no, absolutely not. You had to send in 25 copies of Blackest Night, and then Marvel gave a link to order, and they had to prove it. So that was the only reason. I mean, granted, I think there's going to be a few more copies of this out there, obviously floating around. But it's a fucking great bowl, and I mean that's what I picture the Joker looking like in the comic book.
Hey, Joe, why don't you put up?
Yeah, I got it. Go ahead and
go maximize your screen.
Right there.
I don't see it.
There's a guy that looks like Joe.
There's a guy that looks like Joe.
Do I have to open it up in Chrome?
Probably on. Just share it.
Well, let me see.
It's just share your screen. Maximize your screen and then share it.
My screen has the big old Joker staring right at me.
Press that share screen.
Bottom tab next to
Oh, my bad. Here we go.
Man, Joe's like the most illiterate computer guy ever.
Shut up, dude.
He makes our crew look like we're.
Is that better?
It's a lot better with teeth, though.
I hope so, dude. You can run those dental machines, dude.
Hey, can you? I got like that. I'm not sure.
Can you see it?
No, I don't see it on your screen, dude.
What the hell, dude? It's sitting there. I shared my screen.
You got to share your screen.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
Oh, Christ.
My entire dude. I said share.
Did you turn the power off? Is the printer plugged in?
Oh man, my buddy Kenny. Holy shit! You want to talk about we talked about variants? There ain't a guy I've met in comic books, no bullshit, that knows more and has a better variants than our homie Kenny. Hope you and the family are doing good, buddy. I love that cover. That's the fucking Joker. Like when I picture the Joker in my head, that's what he looks like. I love that cover.
Those teeth are anatomically incorrect, though.
Nah.
Yeah, they're anatomically incorrect, dude.
He didn't have a canine.
Maxillary centrals are wider than the laterals, and the canine's not pronounced. You can't tell the difference between the bicuspids either. It's all messed up.
I bought one. I spent whatever the cop was. I think it was $75 plus $4 shipping. I had to have one. I think it has potential.
Sean found a link for what, 45? That's pretty good. I didn't get any, but
hey, if I'm sharing my screen, go ahead and I'm going to share this other one too. What do you guys think of this one?
All right. Let's see it.
Oh, she's hot.
Bam.
Oh, okay.
I love the cover. Don't get me wrong, and I actually read the Absolute Carnage up to this point, but I just don't see how this is going to have a lot of the Venom symbiote. The old school Venom covers with Hulk and everything, those are the ones that are going to have legs. This right here will probably be hot for about 2 weeks. It'll hit that $50 mark, and then it'll be a $28, $32.
It's over. It's over.
It'll
I
hit
think
hit almost 70.
75 today. I think.
Well,
I think
there's
it
a
got 75 today. I could be wrong, but
there's a few
I'm not
bins.
that far off.
There's a few bins right now at 70.
Yeah,
So
you can get
that's
them.
That's the highest it'll go right now, right?
Dig out a
What's the
dig out a
ratio on
9.
this guy?
I just don't like it because
That's the problem.
the symbiote and the artist talks about it. The Venom symbiote's not big enough to cover the entire Hulk, so it's basically just an extension, like making his arm longer and more clawier.
His head too, right?
Yeah.
The
It'll be interesting.
Del Mundo though is one of my favorite comics of all time.
You've always been a. You've always.
Yeah. It's fun. I was able to get one of those shit auctions on one.
One
guy was running, and I was able to press it to a 9.8.
I thought you won my 9.6 off the Raz room.
No, I did not. There's the only cop. No. When you and I were walking around Baltimore, I bought that one off the wall raw.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And it was. I mean, it was 9 something, but it wasn't 9.8. And I ended up selling it for pretty good money, and I definitely bought the copy that is now a 9.8 for less than that. And so totally glad about that. And I mean, that's not even, I've never even considered, like, that's one of my bottom books for sale. That's usually, I have that behind me a bunch of times. I don't know why, I just love that cover, man. Like the first time I saw it, I was like, I just think that's great. And that's what is that, the Venom 8? I forget. I'm starting to forget my Venom variants.
Where he's like on fire and he's like on a whatever broom.
No. The Hulk Venom.
Speaking of
Hulk Venom, yeah.
Speaking of comics,
he's jumping out. Yeah, he's jumping out.
I have the broom one up here.
Speaking of comics and absolute carnage, how big a fucking cock is Donnie Cates? Are you guys watching this guy on Twitter? Someone needs to fucking slap him in his fucking mouth. He just rambles and talks shit all day like he's literally done something. He's done dick. No one knew what his fucking name was until a year and a half ago, and he fucking made a weird Ghost Rider out of a Venom deal. And this guy's literally going around talking shit like he's Rob Liefeld on Twitter right now. Fuck, guys
that was as bad as Liefeld.
He's the top Marvel writer right now. So
I'm just
saying.
He ain't better than fucking Hickman. If you think that he's the top writer over in Hickman,
I bet sales wise he is.
Sales wise he is.
What?
I'm just
right
now.
That's
because he's a Twitter douchebag.
He's not. Look at the House of X and they're literally fucking like breaking records sales wise.
Well,
I don't know.
He's not Immortal Hulk. That one was selling like bejesus. So
yeah, and all the Venom lines and stuff like that. No, he's got. He's a good sales.
Yeah, it's the thing. He's got more books, right? Hickman's got one book? I don't know.
Until the X-Men, all the X-Men Marauders, and all that
Fantastic
stuff.
Four. Oh, he's gonna write a bunch of that shit.
I don't know. I can't keep track. All I know is that, like I said, he's talking. Another thing that's going on is this stupid group that bought the Youngblood rights from Liefeld. That's where the majority of his shit talking's going. And then Dinesh, everyone, the other, and it's funny. There's a little triangle involved. Dinesh and Kate, and there's a few people that talk to those guys on Twitter. Not hard to fucking figure out who they are. They're a bunch of speculating pump and dump cocksuckers. Those little nerds on the other groups that literally talk about pump and dump and all this other shit. It's done on such a bigger level than what people actually truly understand. Donnie Cates, literally, the asshole, him and Dinesh, they posted some picture of Bloodshot comic book last week. All the Sheep and Valiant fucking nerds bought 30 copies of it. And then the next day he decided to do the number below that, and people started buying it. The stupidity of these sheep, I can't deal with it. If you're a fan of Donnie Cates, fuck you. I can't be friends. Like, we can't do business.
You're right.
Wait. Hey,
I'm just fucking Trey. I really do.
Carnage Mind Bomb's still $100 book. And there's fucking zero. I mean, I like the cover.
That's fucking crazy. There's
I
remember it. He didn't write it.
I understand that, but
he referenced.
I know he referenced
a tweet.
It also like Carnage. He said Carnage Mind Bomb is one of my favorite books, and because he kept bringing out all these other characters, that made Carnage Mind Bomb be $100 fucking book in a week. And I'm not saying it's even a terrible book. It's not a terrible book.
That doesn't mean he has talent. That just means he's got a social media savvy.
He does have talent. He's not a shit writer, but he's not
Kermit Tom.
The end of the world.
He's not. Whoa.
If you give me fucking 2 hits of LSD, a bag of weed, and some fucking cocaine and some Bud Light, give me the fucking Marvel. Give me the ability to just make up shit. Cool.
Retcon some shit.
Hey, G, I got an idea. I'm not a very good writer, but what if we take the Punisher and give him the power of the Silver Surfer and fucking Ghost Rider? I can write comics fucking too. I mean, it's not difficult what the guys did. Honest to God, you want to make a popular comic? Let's have him fucking symbiote attach himself to a Hulk. Everyone knows it. Oh, people are gonna buy the fucking variants. It's not difficult. It's really not difficult. Donny Cates, you're a dick.
Okay.
That should be the screenshot for
And that's a
Instagram,
wrap.
guys.
You're a dick. Like I
No,
said.
fuck. I fucking agree with you though. These people are all tweeting this shit. They know it's gonna move the market, and people are fucking dumbasses and buying this shit. So you're totally right, man. You got like these famous people on Twitter, Instagram, wherever, tweeting and posting shit out of whatever they post. People fucking flock to, dude. It's crazy.
They're influencers.
That's dangerous, man.
It is dangerous. 100% dangerous. I mean, we talked about it before. I mean, if we talked about certain books and hangouts and things like that, fucking people would buy them. I mean, you would almost have to be careful and mindful about the things that you talked about, because the FOMO thing that people are talking about, fear of missing out. That is one of the most true things that can be said in our line of collectibles, because that's what everyone is. They're so scared that they're going to miss out on that next $1,500 book that they gamble on shit that they know deep down inside is not going to be worth it. But they don't want to be left out of a conversation amongst their friends and their peer groups saying that they don't have it when 4 out of the 5 people do have it. And that's where I think a lot of people get backwards and in trouble in comics and variants in general, is doing exactly that.
Yeah, and stuff like that is the same thing also that makes like Spidey 667 and stuff $15,000 book. You know what I mean? There's the FOMO from the guy who's got a very limited, regular guy budget, and there's the FOMO of the fucking rich guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the rich guys
aren't. Happens too.
Rich guys aren't playing this game, and that book doesn't.
They call it
doesn't
FOMO. You call it dick swanging, whatever you want to say. You know what I mean? Like there's people, what's that Moon Knight, that random ass Moon Knight going for like $1,300 or $1,500 or something this week in a 9.8. Yeah, but there's it's
It was Moon Knight 16.
It's Moon Knight 16 from the 80s.
Moon Knight 14.
What, the Sinkovich?
No,
Yeah.
first stained glass.
Yeah, it's Sinkovich.
It's just
the
a common
Sinkovich cover, right?
common book.
Yeah,
It is, but it's not a variant. It's just a regular run, number 14.
Yeah, number 14, Moon Knight number 14 from the
Which
80s.
is more than the 25 has been going for, which is actually like one of his nemesis.
Yeah, which is insane. Yeah, so
I don't understand Moon Knight. I never have.
That's still FOMO more than FOMO, dick swanging, whatever you want to say, man. Like somebody's gonna pay $1,500 some shit like that. It's not like that's the book they've been waiting their whole life for. You know what I mean?
9.8s are out there.
None,
but it might be there next month. 500.
I mean, honestly, I don't know.
It's a black cover, though, right? It's a black cover, right?
It's a typical 9.8, but it's a worthless fucking book.
Yeah, I don't know.
9.8 out there because no one wanted to slap that book. I guarantee you there's a
How
million
many
people
copies
digging
did
through
a
the
back
back
and
issue
forth
bins
since
looking
day
for
one?
that right
They're sitting somewhere. Some guy's got a warehouse.
Oh yeah, there's Moon Knight 1. Somebody gave me.
People are breaking their runs up right now and sending those to CGC.
I have people that were randomly they somehow find like bronze and copper shit, and that all pressed for, or just, and they'll be like, here, have these. They'll I found 30 of these. Keep a couple. And I'm honestly, I don't even cherry pick. I was like, okay, the shit that you care about, shit you don't care about. I just did some, not even because of this shit behind me, but I just did somebody randomly, not even knowing. I don't think that I'm a fan. Sent me some Masters of the Universe ones from the miniseries, and I'm like, I don't know how the fuck these survive like this, but they're probably 9.8s.
Fuck, I love that book. That's a great book, dude.
No, I know. I love it too. I own a 9.8. Well, I had to buy it in 9.8 to get a 9.8. But it's $100 9.8 though. It's not like I was,
that Nickel City quote.
But just shit like that. Yeah, Nickel City. Where the fuck did all that come from?
It's just a warehouse. Some shop closed, and they got 400 fucking copies of something.
Do you know this happened? Do you think that's happened? I know. I mean, I'm not saying it's not, but like, you know what I mean? There's just like, was it actually a collection? Do you know, or was it just
a closed shop?
Okay.
They gave it a pedigree for bullshit reason.
Okay, I was gonna say, that's not a very good reason. That's not a very good reason for fucking pedigree, but okay.
It's a CBCS pedigree because it was an almost complete copper and maybe some bronze collection.
That's fine.
But I mean, you're telling me what keys did you pick out of there and see auctioned 25 times? How many Moon Knights are in there? Another 25 of those.
Yeah, 100%.
What Sean says, right? I've had people. The one prominent one was a guy who I found out afterwards. He basically, his initials are same as venereal disease. I'll just give that Hunt. But he stole all these fucking books off this military guy out of his storage shed. Like, no bullshit. Just straight up fucking robbed this guy for about, had about 15 grand worth of comics, and he offered him like $150. And of course, he sent it to me to press. Find out afterwards. But they're just shitty people.
They're everywhere.
There's not. I don't think we're ever gonna. Everyone's like, oh, there's gonna be someday where some guy's gonna have a box of 667s. I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
No, that book is too hot. It's not coming.
Everyone, that same thing. Oh yeah, well, what they found 1 million spawns, different fucking. It's completely different.
Drew is gonna go back in his shed and find them. You watch.
No,
there's some
he won't.
But
Like, I'll be honest.
It's 45 or 50.
But but that's what I'm saying. Like it could hit again, not to anywhere near that level, but like there could be a fucking diamond box of them that could be unearthed. I 100% think so. And you know what I mean? Adding 50 to 100 copies of that to the census doesn't
matter.
Could seriously, dude. They're not gonna keep, if someone is not smart enough to fucking slow play those things, like that dumbass that found the Venom variant, so 2011 Venom variant.
Oh yeah.
And was doing 24-hour auctions starting at 3:00 in the morning. That's where I got some of these 9/8s and 9/6s. All I did was just scour his shit every day. And the ones that I thought would be 9/8, and I know the shipping was going about 30 miles. So the odds of being fucked up aren't bad. Like I would just outbid people on those because I'm going, these are 9/6, 9/8 books, and I got a lot of 9/6, 9/8s out of that. Help being able to press them myself and shit like that, and you know what I mean, and being able to scan what I was looking for. But like I was just like, fuck, I'm gonna win these books, and I did, and because I knew the values, I knew what times to set snipes and shit like that.
You are also one of the best just photo graders I've ever seen.
Yeah, he had that magic iPhone that can see shit that no one else's phone could.
I can see, man.
You had like a better lens, like it was like an upgrade, like a Chinese kid that put it together, threw like an extra piece of glass on there or some shit for you. Because you were able to see stuff that no one else could.
No, I would send shit to Trey, and Trey'd be like, I don't see anything. Send it to you and be like, there's like 8 ticks. What the fuck's that?
Dude, no, I can see that just helps. That's why I know that's why I think like, pressing in person, I think it just because I just can fucking see it really well. Like I don't have any vision issues whatsoever. So it's very, 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 very helpful in that regard, especially on the phone. But I hope now that I'm a 40-year-old man, I really hope that's the one fucking thing. I'm already half deaf, so I really hope I don't go blind too. But
that's just because you got married.
I've been married. It's just I waited until I was 40 to move in with her. So
he was living that bachelor life. Fuck, man. I'm jealous.
Not bachelor, but
well, you know what I mean.
Bachelor pad.
Bachelor pad life.
Like no, okay, it wasn't even bachelor pad. It was like this. It was like a 40-year-old virgin pad. Right? All the shit that I couldn't keep fucking like this in a house until I moved in is all the shit I could do whatever I wanted at my apartment.
You just moved your apartment into a room in your wife's house.
100%. That's really what it is. I have just more storage shelves and closets full of shit. It's just and it's just it is a little smaller room than the room I had because obviously I had the master bedroom of the apartment. But anyway, I don't think she's gonna moving the bed in here and me taking the whole room for comics, but especially now with this card ship, but those are really small.
Oh, cards are way easier to
Yeah.
Storing shit.
Yeah, my mom's been storing mine for 40 years. So, yeah.
What I hate about cards is all the fucking trash after opening packs and shit. It's just like, God.
I know.
Oh, there was
Are you talking about the cards you got, or are you talking about the wrappers
Both.
and stuff?
They're both, because they're all the trash afterwards.
Yeah, it was the as actually for me it was the pieces of Antonio Brown cards all over the place. That's what it was.
That dude, man.
Should have just fed it to the dog.
Antonio
Hey,
Brown.
dude, I don't need him to choke on worthlessness.
What are you guys' thoughts of the early football season? Let's not talk about the Raiders.
Why not? Because why not?
I don't want to hear about the Raiders,
Playoffs
dude.
started today. They'd be the wild card.
Yeah, but that's early. Everybody
It's
starts
early,
out
dude. It's
first
early.
place.
I'm sorry you guys. Sorry you guys lost your one of your defensive stars on a shit Colts.
Oh,
I've
that
never
hit.
seen a more pathetic human being than Derek Carr. Like I just like literally, I've never seen a guy. My personal opinion, he's
All
just a
people
pussy.
hate that guy.
Like him talking about Vontaze like today, like they were friends. Asshole, you go and do Bible studies and cry when you get tackled. Vontaze is fucking bitches and doing cocaine and a lowrider in between practice. You guys aren't hanging out. You guys are two different people. So I don't want to hear this shit about, well, once you guys get to know Vontaze like we do. You can't spell Vontaze's first fucking name. Shut the fuck up. Throw a touchdown pass.
Hey, dude. Hey, that's who you want for your quarterback, and that's who you want for your middle linebacker. Okay. So
I like the big neck guy.
I'm completely content with their with who they are as humans.
I like the shitty backup. That honest to God, like at all your quarterbacks, the one guy that came from Buffalo that threw all the interceptions. That
He's
grew
on
up.
IR.
Yeah, but that's who needs to start for you guys when he comes back from IR.
We can't come back, but he's fucking terrible.
The guy with the like 20 career interceptions and 2 touchdowns.
In 2 quarters. In 2 quarters. Yeah,
Don't trust the fucking Carr family. The Carr families are fucking Ferraris with fucking Honda engines in them. They always have been. It's the truth. It's the truth. You can go look at his brother. Look, oh, he got
he's better. He's better than his brother.
Shit.
Come on.
You know how you don't
Oh yeah, he is.
You don't get sacked because you run around and you don't get tackled. People get sacked, give up too fucking easy, and the Cars give up too easy. That's right.
I don't know if he's
I guess we'll find out next weekend.
He's not.
If you don't want to get sacked, you don't get tackled. It's that fucking simple. You run around, you fucking juke, you dance, you do some shit, you don't get tackled. That's the fucking end of it.
Yeah,
look at the car. The cars, you touch a car, they're like, oh, we're fucking falling on the ground. And you start crying and holding on to shit.
I wish he would dance. I wish he would break past the line. I wish he'd actually run for a first down once in a while.
You guys, I'm telling you, the worst thing about
time.
The Raiders got fucked because there's only one quarterback in the history of the world that should have been the Raiders quarterback, and he was for like a year and a half. That's Todd Marinovich. That's the Raiders quarterback. That's the guy got a little cocaine. He's riding bikes. He's riding bicycles to practice. He gets pulled over on cocaine on the bicycle. That's the Raiders quarterback.
Number 13?
Yes.
Yeah. Although he's a Trojan, but hey.
There needs to be like a Marinovich.
They found him naked in the bushes with a crack pipe and a gun. I'm like, just each hand one had a crack pipe and one had a gun, and they're in the bushes, and it's like that just happened. Like, how did that happen? But that happened. Like, you know what I mean? At what time did he stop painting that day and start smoking crack again and get naked and get outside? And how come crack and crystal always gets people naked? I don't understand.
I think it's bullshit because his dad obviously had him on a training regiment that was working. So whatever the pipe, whatever the fucking drug lord his dad had him on, there was a reason. He was training him. And that kid was successful until the fucking cops got involved and took away his shit. You can't tell me I'm wrong. Mickey Mantle, Babe Ruth, fucking all of the whiskey, cocaine. They didn't have this Twitter and Instagram shit ratting on people. They went out, they get hookers, and they fucking drank all night. And they got up the next day and they went 3 for 4. They threw for fucking 300 fucking yards, and then they did this shit every night of the week.
Yeah.
I can't argue that.
Goddamn drug testing now.
Dude.
Look at Johnny Galindo said, look at Jeff George. Guy had a mullet, and guaranteed there wasn't a time in his life where Jeff George didn't have fucking whiskey on his breath. Sunday through fucking Sunday. That's what
Jeff George, dude. But hey,
You got Kirk Cousins and fucking people like that as your leader of your team.
Fred Blitnikoff, all the people that we've done all those years, man. Like, oh, that was a drinking ass, savage ass damn team. But,
Adam Thielen would have talked shit to Jeff George. Jeff George would have drove over on his fucking Harley Davidson and beat the shit out of him. That's what's wrong with the NFL nowadays.
I did love Jeff George hucking it, and Jeff George is one of Al's favorite quarterbacks of all time.
Jeff George didn't give a shit if it was an interception or a touchdown. He was planting both feet and bringing the fucking cheese. Didn't care. He was trying to put a hole through whoever was in the way of that ball. I love that.
He was going deep, dude. Jeff George was deep no matter what.
Do you guys remember the Jeff George Pro Set fucking errors? You remember, because everyone knew he was going to be the consensus #1 out of Illinois. But if you guys remember, there were some Pro Set cards that got out that
1990.
Right? They had different teams other than there, and they were super rare. I'm gonna look at them right now. I'm gonna be.
He was the first pick in the draft, right?
Yeah. Illinois.
Yeah, Colts. Yeah, definitely Colts first pick. I remember, he got fucking whacked this first year, man.
That was his problem. He just got picked by the fucking Colts.
Yeah, he was a
part of his problem.
He's a big dude. He could take the hits though.
That's all right. When they find out Peyton Manning was on steroids, they're gonna take that fucking title back. If y'all looked at Peyton Manning's head lately, seriously, look at his forehead. He's got that fucking Triple H forehead. I was thinking he did some HGH.
I go for days.
There's the Jeff George 90 Pro Set yellow laces Colts air. There's a couple different airs.
Yeah, I don't actually remember those.
I don't remember the Jeff George one.
Oh, there's a Falcon one. Go to Jeff George Air Pro Set, and you'll be amazed.
What they sell for?
Peyton Manning has a bigger forehead than me.
Peyton Manning's got a hell of a
Your forehead doesn't even stop, Doc Joe.
I got my head. It stops when I get back. That's when my hair starts back there, dude.
How crazy would it be if he's just trolling us and he just lets the shit grow out and it looks like he's got Sean chair the whole time? It's like, no,
who am I judge? I'm wearing a fucking hat, so.
So what is Marvel doing with Ghost Rider? Why are they fucking around with him? Why are they giving Ghost Rider the inhuman treatment? Let Johnny Blaze be Johnny Blaze. I don't give a shit about Danny Ketch or fucking Robbie Reyes or any of the other little incarnations they have. I want to see fucking Johnny Blaze out there beating shit up with chains on an old shitty motorcycle talking shit. What do we have? Of course.
That actually.
Anyone thinks the fucking Hulu series is going to work? The same people are going to watch this shit.
That's canceled. They canceled.
Yeah, they need to cancel this Infinite Crisis bullshit on the WB. If you're excited to see Dean Cain in a Superman uniform again, fuck you. We don't want you listening to us. Hang up right now. There's other shows. But if you're that excited to see that shitty Brandon Routh as a fucking WB Superman, I can't be friends with you. That's what's wrong.
I read the Ghost
Rider. Have you seen what the fucking anti-monitor looks like? I could go to Goodwill right now with $13 and fucking come up with a better costume than what the WB people do.
Can I tell you why this?
Challenge me. I will go there tomorrow for $13 and they'll be like, all right, that's a way better costume.
Can I tell you why I think this Ghost Rider shit got canned?
Because they realized it was Hulu and no one's watched The Runaways or any of the other.
But did you see that other announcement that Marvel Television just fell under Marvel Films and now they have control?
No, they said there was a creative impasse. Whatever that means. Probably something to what Trey's saying.
Means the script sucked. The script price sucked.
They said that, but then 2 days later, there was an announcement that Marvel Television is now under the control of Marvel Films.
MCU?
You call it MCU, but it's Marvel Films. They took it away from what's his name? The P guy. Fuck. The guy in charge of television is no longer in charge, and it's all under the movie guy. And I think he's like, fuck this. This is ruining a character that we want for later.
I think you're right. I think that's exactly right. Like I said, the only reason I'm watching a Hulu series with Ghost Riders is if they bring Nicolas Cage back and just let him be fucking Nicolas Cage and do wild, crazy shit.
Makes me wonder what they're going to do with Moon Knight, but that's fine. But that's Disney Plus. Disney's all under the same umbrella. I'm just saying, because they've been talking about how the Netflix shit could now become Marvel MCU canon because it's now in their world and they're not going to do it. They're not letting fucking Hulu ruin the Ghost Rider. They can let Hulu ruin Hellstorm. Nobody gives a fucking shit. But the Ghost Rider, you're not fucking ruining the Ghost Rider. We're keeping him.
I hope so. I actually hope so because
That's what I thought. I always thought they canceled it just so they could put it on Disney Plus.
I don't know, but what the Hellstorm
They knew
thing?
Disney Plus was coming. It's because they got rid of Marvel TV that they're like, all right, we want control of all this.
Hellstorm going to be a Disney Plus thing?
Hellstorm's still Hulu, but I think they realize nobody gives a fuck. Let's leave it over there.
I don't know what I think they're trying to cash in on the Lucifer mini thing that people like. Because no, and let's be honest, we know a pretty wide berth of people collect comics. Do we know anyone that's collect Damien Hellstorm comics? I mean,
nobody.
No, nobody even knows who he is, dude.
And that's the other thing too is Disney's playing with fire because people, their base isn't us. Their base are little kids that like princesses in the movies. So when Disney starts investing in hell properties and double shit, I'm telling you, you laugh and say what you want to, but that is getting away from their base. And that's going to be a problem down the road.
That's why it's in Hulu. That's why they're leaving it over there. It's just kind of the bastard stepchild. They can do something with it. And you're right. Lucifer was kind of that same thing. I don't even think it'll be based on anything Marvel canon. It'll just be a character name. And I will tell you, I started watching Lucifer after like 4 years after it's off the air, and I will agree it's a fucking great show.
It's not a comic book show. It's not. They don't pull stuff out. There's very little fan service. There's not a lot of Easter eggs. It's a buddy cop show that they've made with comic book characters.
They just took a name. They just took an idea.
And it works. Oh, dude, the chemistry between the guy who plays Lucifer is that unbelievably talented actor, and there's just really good chemistry with the cast. You can tell. I mean,
maybe I'll tune in.
It's one of those ones. I think
it's off the air now, Joe. So you're watching it backside.
Do you know what I'm watching right now, John C?
Friends.
I'm watching The Sopranos for the first time.
Oh, the new Soprano.
I've never seen it.
Soprano movie's coming up in a couple months.
Is it a movie or is it a prequel series?
It's a prequel. It's called The Saints of Newark. Uncle Joey, their comedian, my favorite comedian, has a huge part in it.
Huh.
Well,
Joey Diaz.
Dead. Tony died, right?
The Punisher's the main character. The guy
Berthold?
is the
Really?
main character. Yeah, a bunch of the old cast is coming back. Let me see if I can find it.
Shit, I'd be interested in that.
So Newark.
Gandolfini's son is playing him.
Oh, Gandolfini's son.
The
Nice.
Many Saints of Newark is what it's called. Michael Imperioli. What does it say? The Many Saints of Newark is an upcoming American crime drama film directed by Alan Taylor, written by David Chase and Coner. It's a prequel to Chase's HBO crime series drama, The Sopranos. So I guess it basically it shows how Uncle Junior and Tony and all those actually came up.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, fuck yeah, man. Anything that David Chase does is not bad.
Also, yeah, like same as until they kind of revealed what happened, I was hoping like Game of Thrones would do like Robert's Rebellion and all that, but we already know what fucking happened.
Oh, Sean, are you please tell me? I know you haven't last time we talked, but if you guys aren't watching fucking Mayans MC,
that's good stuff.
The only reason don't say anything. The only reason
I'm only in the first season. I'm not into season 2, but that's good stuff.
Oh, I saw the whole first season. I saw the whole first season twice, but like I'm trying to get my wife to watch her first time, so she can get into this. So I have them recorded, and I'm like, yeah, kind of waiting. But yeah, the Mayans, fuck, I love last year. There's no way they're gonna, second season of everything's better 99% of the time. Definitely through the Sopranos.
What's great is what they did was we talked about this before. I mean, Sons of Anarchy is one of my top 5 favorite shows. Yeah, there's some shitty seasons, there's some long episodes, but the premise, the early seasons of Jax and Opie and all that stuff, there's not much greater. And what Mayans did is it's in the same world, same continuity, it's the same universe. It's basically this biker universe. They do a large amounts of fan service already. There's Easter eggs from Sun stuff. There's characters. They've done a really good job of basically just replacing the Suns with the Mayans, who you knew from the previous episodes, and you have characters that you automatically care for the same way you did about Opie and Jax. They just did it. Season 2, you're not going to be disappointed when you start it.
And they brought it back to the beginning of, okay, we can see this guy start at ground zero.
Yep, it's just, if you're not watching that, and I'm bringing this back to comics, there's some Sons of Anarchy comic books that did really well at the time, same as anything else. They've gone back down in value, but there was some gold Sons of Anarchy variants. There was a couple
Virgin ones.
Yeah, they did decent.
The faces.
There's still people trying to put together those sets that are fucking impossible. Isn't mugshots, right? Those are fucking.
That's number 25.
So there are markets.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah,
there are a market for these things, and you know that was that a Boom?
Yeah, oh yeah, they're all
Boom. Boom
so
Studio,
Boom,
number 25 of the original series, and I had two. And the reason I happen to have this out is because my buddy Jeff, the guy that John met, the guy that wears a buffalo, was also, I mean, huge SOA fan, and I mean, let's just say it's home a little harder with his family than with mine. And so I'd saved him a couple of SOA variants and stuff like this. So I happened to get two of those, and so I waited a long time to actually give that one to him. And I think I gave him another one. But yeah, that Jax is that half dead, half alive. That's also for number 20.
That's fucking badass.
The one they used on the show with the half skeleton, not dead, but skeleton, you know what I mean? So yeah, there's some fucking sick variants. All the photo variants. You know, I don't even have like all the photo variants. The mugshot variants are hard as fuck to find.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody gives a shit, but because it's a crossover, you know what I mean? Like if they, you know, and I you know it, but there's always it's sort of the crossover collector that's always going to do it like that. So yeah, there's goddamn, they have a lot of actually pretty cool ones if you're into the show. I remember actually asking back in the day on CCA if anybody had like I was asking for the mugshot variants, and especially like I needed the
Hastings variants.
I needed the Jax. That sounds correct. I'm not positive.
There were Hastings variants, yeah. I don't think it was those ones though.
And I was like, so people kind of making fun of me, like asking for Jax mugshots variant.
Hey, Jax is one of my favorite TV characters of all time. Yeah. I mean, Kramer. Kramer's a racist in real life, but his character on Seinfeld at that age I was in high school, he just fucking made me laugh. I don't have. Yeah. Michael B. Jordan's character in Friday Night Lights is another one that I'll never forget. I mean, Tim Riggins in Friday Night Lights. There's just certain characters that people, you gravitate and do shit like that. And I gravitated towards that show. I really, really liked it. And I'm hoping Boom does the same thing. I have a feeling it will. So.
With Mayans?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's so tough to. I mean, I know it's a good show, but it's so tough to recreate Fire in a Bottle. You know what I mean?
Like I haven't checked what I haven't checked and seen what their ratings are. It's one of those shows like that. You just get excited when there's a new season.
Yeah, and especially that just being able to redo it and redo it well. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll be excited. And they know what they have, and so that makes that creates the budget for the second season. That lets them put higher outside influence. For some shows it let you make better dragons. So there's all kinds of shit. So but yeah, definitely be on my.
Speaking of season 2, I'm just now getting started on Titans.
Oh fuck! It's season 2. Holy shit! Titans does something that no comic book TV property has ever done. It's just perfect. Season 2 gets better. It's darker. There's more cussing. It's conversations that real people would have if they were superheroes. That's the best. That's what they've got figured out. The dialogue and the darkness, they have it figured out because that's how people would actually conversate in real life.
It's interesting. They just introduced Deathstroke in there. I've always kind of wanted to see that guy on screen.
And the good thing about the Deathstroke is the further you get through the season 2, the more the character develops. And he's not that fucking one guy that just goes all the cons and tries to bang the 40-year-old chicks because he was in the CW Deathstroke for like a year.
Manu Bennett?
Oh, you can't go to a fucking con. There could be a con in San Francisco and New York on the same day, and that asshole's at both of them. I've never seen a guy milk a fucking 15 minutes of fame more than that Manu Deathstroke asshole. I'm telling you. he's milking the content.
Yeah. I liked him on the show, so
He
whatever.
wasn't bad, but this Deathstroke he has depth. Like you could, it's good. If you're not watching Titans, you need to be watching Titans because that's the best thing non-animated that DC is doing as far as entertainment. They've got that figured out. Now what sucks is like I said, you got all these WB properties that are just fucking mucking the waters up with shit. Like, and you got really good content like Titans and Doom Patrol. And
Doom Patrol was fantastic. Titans I like, but Doom Patrol I love.
CW is a totally different audience, though, man. That's like almost a teen drama kind of audience. You know, it's a total different demographic, I think. And it's not just hardcore comic fans either, I don't think.
I want to know who's going to watch Batwoman. Like, all joking aside, like, what Marvel...
I don't know. The commercials are all right, but I had never really got into those CW shows, man.
I used to watch Arrow. I
watched Arrow. I know John religiously loves Supernatural more than anyone in the world.
Supernatural is not bad if you catch him. Like, if you're hungover and missing work on a Monday.
Oh, God.
And you see, like...
I could think of 1,000 other things to do than sit there and watch that, dude.
No, they got Lucifer's. I mean, they got some heavy hitters in that show. I just can't deal with those two fucking brothers in their hair.
Yeah, the two brothers. It's
like, hey, we get it. You guys fucking 45 now. You can cut your hair. You're not in fucking teen heartthrob magazines anymore. You're making $800 an episode shooting on the CW. You ain't fucking fooling anybody.
$800.
You're gonna be in Missoula, Montana, signing autographs at the fucking He-Man convention next week for $15. Let's cut the hair.
Hey, you don't want to cut the hair too soon because someday you'll be Doc Joe without any.
Well, hey man, it's freedom.
I'm Indian. We don't fucking lose our hair.
This is freedom right here. You guys don't know what it's like to get sunburnt on your head. It is the worst.
I don't know what that's like.
Sun or windburn. Windburn is the worst.
That you bought on that functional shirt you bought, you alleviate that problem. You
have
that hood on that.
Oh, yeah. Well,
problem solved.
I'm in Oklahoma. I can't wear a hood. You know me. It's too hot here.
It's too fucking hot. It's too hot to deer hunt. It literally was opening day yesterday. I felt like shit, and it was too hot to deer hunt. I was like, if I killed
it's supposed to get in the 60s next week. I hear
it's 68 tomorrow. The low is supposed to be.
Is it tomorrow?
Yes.
Tomorrow.
Rain, nasty.
We got to wheel me out tomorrow. I'm hunting.
It's gonna be like Ohio. That's where my wife is right now. You had some time in Ohio. How'd you like that, Trey?
You make her fucking bathe twice when she gets home. You got like one of those lime guns that they have in prison where they just blast her with lime and just get in here and get all that shit off of her. Because that's what I felt like. The first thing I do is I get back and I get in some good Oklahoma shower water and try to reabsorb it and flush the toxins out from that fucking Cleveland water.
Oh, I don't go to Cleveland. That's the butthole of Ohio.
Oh, there's a reason that the fucking Browns colors are. You know what? Out of respect to our homeboy Sleepy John, I'm not going to disrespect Cleveland. Fine, fun town.
Well, Toledo's probably the butthole. I think Cleveland's the chode. That's the chode. That's like right next to the a-hole, but not quite there.
That's where Paul lives in Toledo, right?
That's the taint. Cleveland's the taint. Toledo's the a-hole.
Columbus is the taint.
What? The Buckeyes make everything better.
Oh, your little
best team in the country, man.
Your little nut, your little macadamia nut you guys are so proud of.
Oh, right here.
Literally, could you imagine being proud of wearing a pistachio on your fucking hat? We're the fighting pistachios.
Well, hey, Oklahoma, they named the team after cheaters.
Oh, you think I'm gonna fucking stick up for those cheaters? I've been
well.
flying that flag for 30 years.
Our owner who owns our practice is taking a bunch of the doctors to Arizona to watch Mayfield play Baker. Or Baker play Murray. Yeah. Two Oklahoma bums playing in Arizona.
The only Oklahoma quarterback that matters is fucking starting and winning games in fucking Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah, your boy from Oklahoma State. He played good last night.
He's not a bad quarterback.
Or Monday.
He didn't talk
Like
shit. He hadn't been arrested. He didn't wear fucking pink suits like a half a fag. He's just a normal guy. Votes for Trump. Kyler Murray, dude, get the fuck out of here.
I don't know.
It's like everyone wants to fucking be Joe Namath. They try so hard to be Joe Namath, but they just look lame doing it.
They need a fur coat, and they need to win one game. Joe Namath, the most overrated quarterback in the Hall of Fame. Period. Look at his stats; they're average at best. He won one big game, and he got a nickname, Hollywood Joe, and he walked into the.
That dude was partying before the games. Fuck,
That's
that
why
was
he's
a
in the Hall of
legend,
Fame.
dude. Exactly. Him and Gronk.
He's the Kim Kardashian of the Hall of Fame.
Fuck yeah, dude.
He's famous for being famous, and he never
Smoking and drinking before the games, dude. That guy's awesome.
Coach and shit. You can't. I understand you're factual. He had shitty stats, but just being Joe Namath gets you in the Hall of Fame.
That's my point.
Like Mickey Mantle. Guy couldn't hit Mickey Mantle.
He's the Kardashian of the Hall of Fame.
Hey, Namath drank like leg, but played average. So let's call it good.
There you go.
Little better than average.
There you go.
A little better than average for sure.
Hey, speaking of Hall of Fame, I got something. Check this out.
What is it?
Let's see.
Do you know who Marty Brenneman is?
Yeah, he's the announcer for the Braves.
He retired this year. For the Braves? For
What-
Cincinnati, man.
Well, the good Brenneman did the Braves game because it was on
Didn't the
national
Braves
television.
play in Cincinnati once? I think they played everywhere. I don't know.
No one watched Cincinnati games.
Marty Brenneman came on board in Cincinnati in 1974. I was 2 years old. And he just retired. What is that? 45 years behind the mic? He's in the Hall of Fame.
All the shit you bought, and you're gonna show a fucking ball of an announcer.
This is baseball to me. This
This
is baseball to me, man.
I think that
I want a Bud Light autographed by Harry Carey, for love
I
of
want
God.
the Skeletor variant to be shown. I don't want to see some
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
announcer baseball. I want to see the goods.
I think the Dodgers guy's better anyway.
Yes, that's what. I want to see the goods. No.
Stan the man.
Okay, as long as it's mutual, as long as it wasn't fucking Stan Lee, I was about to have a heart attack.
That's different, Stan.
That'd be awesome though.
I can reach the Stanley autograph without taking a step.
It's gonna be different next year. Not hearing Marty behind the mic. It's weird. It'll be weird.
Where do you watch these Red games at? Because as long as the Braves and the in Chicago are the only national cable syndicated.
Yeah.
There's a Red station.
No, I pay for the league pass every year. I get every game.
But
But he's the radio. He's the radio guy. Listen to it on the radio.
I'm in the middle of fucking X-Men. I look over at Doc Joe's watching a fucking baseball game.
Hey man, it was tied in the ninth. We were still in it. We were 3 games out of first then, so I get a pass.
Tampa beat Oakland on to lose to the Astros.
Yeah, 5-1.
I bet 40 on Oakland to fucking win the World Series 3 weeks ago. So that sums up my baseball season. You know what? I'm gonna open this last piece of shit on air.
Do it.
Y'all talk about something.
What do you think about Panini?
What did you get out of the other ones?
Literally, I got points. I got nothing. I bought.
What are the points for? What do the points do?
You can redeem them for shitty autographs that no one wanted on the Panini site.
Yeah, but you need like 2,000 points.
You can get my autograph on the Panini sites for 300 points.
Trey probably has 2,000 points. Poor bastard.
You might be able to get something cool then.
Hey man, Pete Alonso home run record for rookies. That's a big deal.
Yeah,
Dude, Pete Alonso's a beast, dude.
there's been between Soto, Acuna, Tatis, the amount of young talent, and Mike Trout's not an old man yet. There's so much good talent.
Bellinger.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No way.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Fucking pack, and I get the fucking points. This is honestly just it's. I'm gonna have a hard time buying Prism now.
I can't see them doing that in prison.
Just because
though.
it's
God,
Panini? They're not doing that. They're not doing that in prison.
Wow.
What do you guys buy? Like what are the best packs you're looking at?
Not these drafts, that's for sure.
Look at it. 1 autograph per box on average. So basically, these other 8 that I got these fucking points, there should be 1 box in there that has 9 autographs based on their fucking math.
Or 9 boxes with 2.
You got 9 autographs. What are you talking about, Trey?
Yeah, Joe got all your autographs, dude.
Then we get there's just some white guy that doesn't even have a uniform. He doesn't even have a uniform, and they're putting his shit in packs. School colors. What school does he play for? He didn't have a fucking uniform on.
It's probably high school.
Look at the back. It doesn't even have anything on the back.
What
is that, dude?
What a ripoff of a card, dude.
This is Panini.
That's a shitty card, man.
Send him where Antonio Brown lives.
Hey, Commander Cody in the chat said he sold 2,000 points for $65 on eBay.
God,
There you go. It's worth something.
I respect Commander Cody for having the trail of tears to put that envelope together and send it out. God.
He says it's about $30 per 1,000 points.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's worth more than some of those fucking autographs that Doc got, though.
All my stuff is garbage. It's like cat litter padding. It's awful.
I don't even.
I've been looking to get a Prism Mahomes silver.
I think
Yeah, I
that's a
don't
good
think
investment,
that's
dude.
right.
That's a good investment.
Yeah, I like
On that card, though, there is a common defect.
Like a
Right
scratch?
over his right shoulder, there's like an ovular
Cock?
little printing flaw. And if you're going to buy those, keep an eye out because a lot of people, you have to zoom in to see it. But it's like I want to say probably 50% of them I've seen online.
What the
Damn.
fuck does ovular mean?
Oval,
Like a circle.
yeah, like
Is that a
it's an
is that a tooth?
ovulate.
Is that a tooth word?
It's a
Is that
doctor
like-
term, dude.
It's
That's
ovular.
like how people talk about teeth.
Your cavity is ovular.
Yeah, well, you can't have an ovular cavity. It's possible.
So
Okay.
I got to ask a question because you
Yep.
fuckers have dragged me into cards a little bit. What's the percentage of like big hits versus the amount of buying you're doing?
Totally depends. It depends on the
There's odds on the pack.
how
Well,
high end
I
it
understand.
is.
I understand the odds on the pack, but I'm like looking at the cards worth $1,000 or $2,000 or
Oh, the
more.
monsters.
And I'm like, you're paying $100 a pack, and most packs are crap.
It's
or
the
box, or
same
whatever it
odds.
is.
Okay, it's the same odds. Say it's 1 in every 20 packs you get an autograph, but of those 300 available autographs, there might be 2 or 3 in there that are just big.
So that's the thing. I get that it's gambling. I get that it's a rapid chance. I just don't think that, man. If you're not lucky, man, you're fucked.
No,
Yeah,
it's all
welcome to
luck.
my fucking world of cards. I'm having fun, can't you tell?
But it's crazy because I have hit so many rare cards of shit players.
That happens too. That happens a
Always
lot too,
happens
dude.
to me.
I was all excited. I got a 1 of 5, and I'm like, sweet. Oh, it's fucking Eli goddamn Manning. What the fuck are you with that?
Yeah,
Sean,
you're
Sean,
screwed.
Sean,
That's a future Hall of Famer. It could be worse.
Sean's got to take a poop, guys.
It could be David Carr.
Could be Derek Carr.
Oh, Derek Carr. That's what it was.
That would be my luck. Is
Sean's
I'd
not
get
even here to hear
I'd get a Carr Brothers insert. They got both of their autographs.
Dual sig.
They're in their church clothes right before they
1 of 1.
go to church. They got like matching pastel polo hoodies.
Oh, we
like,
got a box opening from Sean.
Oh, I thought we were taking a shit, Sean. I thought we.
Open that up, Sean. Let's see that book.
Dude, I saw on Instagram someone had a Babe Ruth Stan Musial double signed. Like
the cut autos.
Yeah. A
Mm.
pamphlet, and they had the relics too on both sides.
People think Babe Ruth cards are
Where's Sean
autographs
doing?
are rare. They're not.
What's he doing?
It's an
It's
opening.
opening a
man.
card.
A mail day.
Speaking of autographs,
Hey, that could be cocaine. That could be a lot of things with Sean. It used to
That's
assume it's a
anthrax.
Oh,
Let's see it.
dude, this is
card. Don't be a Derek Carr.
no
Don't
one.
be a Derek.
No, it's gonna press
did you buy that when you were drinking?
maybe 100%. Indianapolis. It's already here.
Keith, what's going on with Roquan Smith? Because I've heard today that he went crazy, and that's why he didn't play Sunday.
Something like that. But he said he's gonna play Sunday, so I don't know.
Dan Henderson, ring
Let's
worn
see this.
patches.
Oh yeah, let's see this.
Hendo. I
Pretty
love
bad.
Hendo, dude.
Yeah.
What he did to
Favorite
Michael
fighter.
Bisping he should be in jail for that.
Cool. So yeah, no, there's a knockout card, but it sells for a lot of the Bisping. Yeah. So these are top 2014 authentic bloodlines. I think it was $7 ship for both these. One is number 13, lucky number 13 out of 110, and the other one's 183 out of 208, which is weird. Maybe that was what he weighed in at or something that day. But like, anyway, so just adding more dumb shit to my collection.
Dude, I love Hendo. He's awesome.
He's a great. No, he's a favorite. No, he's from Victorville, where I went to high school. So I'm just a huge Super Hendo fan.
I don't want to hear anyone talk about dumb shit and cards. Just remember who spent $600 on this.
What is that one?
A fucking Steve Irwin on-card auto.
That's awesome.
Where are you gonna get another one?
That's his holy grail, man.
This is my holy grail of cards.
That's honestly dope as hell, dude. That's honestly dope as hell. And I realized that shipping cards is awesome. They don't get hurt.
So easy.
Yeah,
dude. Literally,
I way overpacked them, and they weigh 1 ounce.
they ship
dude,
them
I am
from
not
China,
shitting
dude.
you. This baseball today showed up in a bag. They put it in a bag. One of those,
Like those poly seal.
yeah, the little
bubblers?
little flimsy bag. Seal it. It's in my mailbox.
Was it even bubble bag or was
No,
it?
it had a newspaper type material around it.
Did
was
it
like
have
some
the
brown
was it
paper
in
bag.
the case already?
No, it
Just
was
a
just
ball.
baseball.
They sent
Well,
the ball.
shit. Why? It's not
You
gonna
could
get
feel
hurt.
the bag and tell what it was.
Well, I don't know, man. If they're like stomping on it and shit, you can fuck that ball up, man.
Dude, I know.
Just say it was
Brennan, dude.
hit.
It's not.
you know?
It's not Ted Williams, but he's a hero of mine. I love Marty Brennan. He's awesome.
I don't know. You guys are
Who
speaking
was that,
autographs. I'm gonna jump comics for a second. Somebody posted some fucking bullshit book that was signed by
Mickey Mouse?
supposedly Ditko, Lee, and Kirby.
What?
Oh, yeah. I
It
mean,
was a Marvel Tales, and I'm like, what?
Just some shitty book, random.
Was it authenticated?
They didn't. It's not yellow. It got a
Give me
blue
10 minutes. I'll
label
give you a book
CGC.
signed by all three of those guys.
There was some kind of COA that CGC gave it a blue, and I don't know how. I don't know why.
The old CGC.
Because
I know that guy.
DGC hand job.
I still am not sure it's a real thing. It just is like I don't even think that would exist. It doesn't feel like it's a real thing.
Well, could you imagine
Kirby and
what that
Lee,
would
huh?
go for?
I mean, because Kirby's not super rare, but it's not easy. Ditko's impossible.
yeah. Well,
He does. He did sign some shit though.
There's one guy in California that has like a bunch of the Kirby's that are authenticated by basically CBCS. But yeah, Kirby. I mean, they're all freaking tough.
I want to, that Frazetta. I like a nice Frazetta. I like an original Frazetta painting. What are those, like $1 million plus, right? I think.
I'll settle for the lowest graded SS Frazetta.
You better start pulling some teeth, buddy.
Dude, today was a crazy day.
I couldn't do your
A
job.
shitload of teeth today.
I could not do your job.
Dude,
Amazing.
hey man, it's better than the mouth of the South.
What is
Could
that?
be a proctologist.
What's that
Amazing
song?
Spider-Man and MPI Audio Edition came with the cassette.
What?
It's super rare. They sell for usually 100 something. I got a good deal on this one, but you know what I mean with the pretty bad Farlane cover. The
Is
Shan.
that smaller than a normal book, or is that?
Yeah, it's smaller.
That's
Shanlon.
pretty badass. I've never seen that.
Huh.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to find.
Well, yeah. There's no price on the under the Spider-Man.
It came with a cassette. I don't have the cassette. It's unfortunate to listen to it because I don't have a cassette player anyway.
Yeah, I bet you could find one.
Yeah.
It's all right. The cassette would just fuck it up. It'll get a bend.
Yeah.
What's that book that came with the button? The Harley Quinn book that came from Europe.
The
It had a
UK.
button in it. Was it UK?
UK, right? Trey?
Yeah, no, Germany, right?
I thought it was UK.
I think it's UK.
Okay,
Can you
so
have
I don't know.
that?
You owned one. You sent it to Topher.
that's right. Hold on. Are you aware of a Sons of Anarchy Redwood Original 2 Opie Virgin tattoo variant?
Yeah, I sold it for $200 because I couldn't help myself, but I bought it for $5.
That's so weird. I didn't know.
The Opie's the rarest.
I had no idea.
Yeah, and then like I found it, and then I was like, actually, I think I had it for $200. I think I accepted an offer, but it was over $100. But yeah, I had the OP variant, and then I couldn't help myself but asking for a lot of money for it. And yeah, I mean, somebody had like a 9.8 up for like 3,000 or something.
That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, that's been up for like 2 years. Like,
How's it? Okay.
just because you can't get one doesn't mean like because it's hard to find. You could somebody will eventually list one. Websites list them. They're hard to find. But it's yeah.
Hey, what's this on the? Hey fellas, what's this on the outline with MCS taking offers? Are they doing that now?
Yeah, so they sent they sent an email out yesterday. I heard from through the grapevine that they were going to do this anyway, and I don't know how they were going to do it, but that's one of the MCS actually is a really good place in my opinion to consign your comics because they charge the least of anybody really to sell your shit. I mean, less than eBay, less than anyone, but they don't take just anything. Like basically your book has to be probably worth over $50, or they'll take basically almost any slab, although they're not going to take like a $2 modern 7.5 slab or something.
They want 9.8. If it's 9.8, they'll take it.
Yeah, aren't they
9.8? But they'll take almost any 9. They'll basically take any 9.6.
Aren't they tough on grading raws though?
They're tough as fuck on your raws.
Yeah,
I haven't sent any in a while, but I have 2 times sent them 20-25 slabs that are worth good money that do well at auctions and stuff like that. It's been a long time since I've done that, and they've been pretty good about it. And what I would do is I could sign them until I decided to wait for their, because I'm sending 9.8s usually, or silver or something. And then so I'd send them over, and then I would decide whether I just screw it, I'm going to throw them in an auction and see how they do. And I usually wait. They have quarterly like a premium auction like every 3 months, and so a lot of nice books I'd wait for that.
They definitely destroyed their value when they went from monthly to weekly though.
Yeah, their auctions they don't do as well. So
I have an AF-15 there right now. Am I going to start getting hit by these super low ball offer emails?
I think
the answer is what I was getting around to is basically what Buddy's email said, came out I think yesterday, was that they're going to be accepting offers. It's coming really soon. They're working on the functionality, and if you guys noticed, they've been doing for the last year or so, they've had probably, I don't know how many, at least a handful, it seems like, maybe 3 or something, maybe 3, maybe 5 variants they did with eBay, like did the Peter Parker 300, I think, like this. So it's like
is that through MCS?
MCS is so they've partnered.
They've done some variants.
They've done a couple, on eBay.
Yeah, and so I assume they're sort of getting, they're probably getting some functionality, maybe some programming help or something from eBay and stuff like that on how to do that. And
I don't think it would be difficult. Let's be honest. They don't have the best website in the world, but they have the best
But that's a lot of work
processing
to
system,
adapt everything.
Yeah, so I don't know, but all he's saying is that it's coming soon, and I heard a year ago that it would be coming soon, not via their announcement, but via people that talks to people, and so I was kind of waiting for that, and so I think that'll really entice people that
that'll draw more people to the website, I imagine. Yeah,
and then people that don't want to use eBay also, or people that you're just either lazy, you don't want to deal with it. I mean, because their consignment, because it's less like the fees are less.
My fear is that their consignments are going to get more out of whack.
Well, all I know is eBay is hitting us up with some crazy taxes and stuff now. It sucks.
What do you mean out of whack, John? Like, you think people ask for more money? Is what you're saying?
Well, their consignments generally are not cheap.
No.
Hey guys, some speculation stuff real quick for the live listeners. While we've been on air, Scott Snyder tweeted something about Undiscovered, said God is good. So something big happened with Undiscovered Country tonight. Buy ash cans as we speak, if you follow the FOMO thought process. But I mean, I also don't think that ash can's a horrible buy right now.
Undiscovered what?
Country?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
There's an ash can for it. Like I said, Scott Snyder, read exactly his tweet. So he's got some amazing news today on Undiscovered Country. Period. Grateful. I mean, that's a media deal. I mean, for a writer like him to post something like that, something big happened with that property. Obviously, it's probably been optioned. We've been down this road before, but it's also a weird scenario because the book is not even out yet.
So there's the ash can got at the SDCC, right?
Correct. The SDC ash can.
Yeah,
But as cheap as you see them on eBay, it's about $50. I'm seeing.
Yeah, they're already asking for a shitload.
Yep.
It's been speculated on though.
Yeah, Jimmy. I'll be honest with you. Jimmy was the one that told me to buy the ash can, but it's a couple weeks ago, and I just saw his tweet while we've been on air. So who knows? Probably with NYCC coming up and him being a big New York guy, I guarantee you it's probably announced probably whenever this week. Sounds like so.
Well, no, but I mean this is what these guys do though. They're like
exactly what we're talking about. What we talked about earlier.
Exactly.
They're in New York for meetings right now. Like that's what they're doing. Like all those guys, Scott Steiner not fucking selling. He'll sign some autographs, and he's sitting down with all the big wigs right now that are going to this conglomeration of shit, and they're making the fucking deals.
They all learned from Mark Millar.
Yeah,
He was the original fucking spinster.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that means if it options before the number one comes out, the number one won't be shit.
What was that one that happened to have the book? It was an image book that was really popular about a year ago. Remember, it might have been early summer, but remember
For what? Scott Snyder?
No, it was a Millar book. I thought it was a Millar book.
With Capullo?
No, I know what that one is. That was Reborn. It was a different one because remember there was like a graphic novel that came out before number one came out.
Oh, Oblivion Song.
Yes, Oblivion Song. Remember that was option and people jumped on that shit before number one came out, and I haven't heard Oblivion Song in 6 months.
Well, everything they bought kind of went to hell when that gold edition came out.
That's Kirkman, right? That's not
Kirkman.
Millar.
Kirkman, you're right.
Dude, man, the indie game is fucking tough. Not that you can't make money, but it's fucking a tough, cutthroat fucking game.
Yeah. But someone will buy it. This undiscovered $50 buy it now or best offer book before the night's up. You watch.
Oh yeah.
Probably gonna be Sean if you give him another.
Give him a couple more beers. We'll be buying it.
What's $50, Sean? Just do it. Do
it. Dude, I love my listen on a lot of this stuff. Now, don't be wrong. Like, if I would have read it and loved it, and I do like that it's Scott Snyder, but I mean, like, Jesus, how many copies of fucking, just so much different shit. What was that one with Capullo did art and Reborn? Jesus, I got a box of those somewhere.
What happened to Witches?
Yeah, I was gonna say Witches.
God damn, dude.
Witches, man.
I mean, there's a million of them.
I know. That's the problem. That's the problem with options, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Name the last indie comic that really took off and stayed. Has had legs. Outcast? No. Nameless? No.
It's pretty much Walking Dead, guys.
Yeah, Walking Dead.
Saga's still worth something.
Yeah,
Saga. Good point.
The Saga's never had anything. That's just
yeah.
That's just for the story.
That's great on the book.
Which is why it's held its ground. All this
the
other
only
stuff
book that the only book I would have ever bet on independent would be Invincible, but it's so high I don't know that I would.
God Country still sells.
I couldn't get past a 9.4 on that book, and I tried a couple times.
Does Monstrous still sell? That did pretty good for a while.
Monstrous?
Monstrous. Yeah, dude. That's a good story too, though.
Yeah, but it's all story stuff. It's not because of a movie or something.
I don't think that's been optioned.
I don't trust option books that sell because they're optioned.
Yeah.
Well, especially when they option before it comes out. Then there's fucking too many copies, man.
Well, it just means it's cheap. It means it's cheap to option a couple grand, and the writer gets some money, and everybody's happy.
Yeah, Mega Man, I'll tell you all about options.
Yeah,
options are like assholes. Everybody's got one.
Yeah, and they last forever, and they don't even have to make it, dude.
Yeah.
Options like Toledo, Ohio.
And people know, man. Like there's people that know. Why do you think copies get cleared out sooner? You know what I mean? Everyone's to get a hot tip. But yeah, only because it's so late on the East Coast and people are at the Comic-Con is probably why that hasn't already sold.
So, New York City Comic-Con this weekend?
Yeah, it's on right now.
Oh, nice, man.
When's Baltimore this year? I'm looking. A
couple weeks.
Anybody going?
No, sadly.
Yeah. The guys that live local, Robert's going, Emiliano, Brian Wood's going. Yeah, the local guys are going. Scott Reagan's going.
I bet TJ shows up.
Yeah, I think TJ's going. The people that eat the Northeast guys. Just this. I had to choose between that and Charlotte, so I went to Charlotte this year. We also sold at Charlotte, so it wasn't a difficult.
Did y'all buy anything? Did anybody buy anything at the Indianapolis con?
Indianapolis con was a crap show.
Well, this I mean, Forgotten 5, we went to Charlotte, we sold there. But John, I mean, I know John was at Indy, but I didn't really buy anything.
There were no dealers at Indy. It was a shit show, man.
What were they looking for?
The biggest dealer was our buyer at the other last year.
Yeah. Yeah. It was yeah, I don't know. Charlotte was cool. Charlotte's a lot like Baltimore, I think. It's pretty fun.
Well, do we got anything else, fellas? It's been an hour and 20 minutes. That's pretty long for us.
I think we hit most of our topics and a whole lot of other shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Donnie Cake sucks.
Hey, John, thanks for coming on, man. It was good to have you.
Absolutely.
Man.
Anytime.
Thanks for hanging out in Indy. That was fun.
Hey, I'll recover. My liver will, put up with you another year.
Thanks for getting me. Do you have any videos or footage of Sean falling? Because if you do, I need them for my compilation.
Skinned elbow.
I don't think
Nice.
that Sean did was broadcastable.
Okay, that's good. That's good then. At least he's home alive and safe. Like I said, every time Sean leaves out of town, I always have a little bit of question. I'm like, is this a trip or it just finally goes too hard?
It is always debatable, man. I didn't have to turn on my GPS and walk anywhere, so that was good.
Hey, Big Leg, you got to watch out, man. Here's some jiu-jitsu people out there looking for you. You got to watch out, man.
That's
Wait,
fine.
what?
I'll be all right.
I'm just saying.
What happened? What am I not knowing about?
We'll talk about it later.
No, we're talking about the shit right fucking now, live on air.
Yeah, let's hear it. I want to hear the jiu-jitsu story.
Who's got beef?
No one I know. No.
That was funny, though.
It's better, it's better than the fake motorcycle comic book gang.
Well, it's kind of on the same lines, I think. But yeah.
Guys.
All right, fellas. Well, it's been fun.
Cool, man.
Hey,
We'll see you guys.
Glad you had